motherfucking brother right here, he just released his first comedy album, and it did phenomenal. It's called She Is Me. Y'all put y'all hands together right now for my dog, Mr. Ryan Rogers.
Got it? Don't make me be the one to kill Mark Caesar. Give it up for Mark Caesar, everybody. That's Mark. I knew that shit was coming. That motherfucker said plugger and looked right at me, and I was like, come on, girl. Let's not. Keep it going for Mark, everybody. Keep it going for Rico Ruby. Oh, my God. Joy Theater. We're doing it. Hi, my name is Ryan. I'm from New Orleans. And if you think my lisp sounds gay, you should hear my asshole. So, ooh, that's where we're starting, unfortunately. I'll level with you guys. I'm not gay because I like men. No. I'm gay because I'm 5'8", 135. I gotta be gay! I got a small frame, I better be gay. I got a BBL. A body built ladylike, so that sucks. I like being gay though, it's fun. It can be tough sometimes, I'll be honest with you. In my opinion, the hardest part about being gay is wearing a backwards hat. Because then straight guys try to talk to me about sports. And I'm like, bro, we can talk about Bears and Packers all day. But we're not gonna be on the same page, baby girl, you feel me? Stupid. Guys, be honest with me. I feel like we're getting close already. We might as well address it. Do you guys think I could pass for straight? That was way too fast. Fuck you. You could have thought about it for like a second, you know? But you're right. I don't think I could pass for straight at all. At this point in my life, I feel like the only people who think I'm straight are the doormen at strip clubs. That's it. I had to go to a bachelor party on Bourbon Street last week, and the dude looked at my ID and he just goes, all right, my brother, come on in, it's titty time. And I just looked at him like, sis, is it? The music in there sounds really good. It's Britney time. Make some noise for Pride Month. You guys are fools. Okay, I told you to do it and you just did it. It's not even Pride Month. I mean, it's kind of Pride Month. At the end of every June, I have to go into a glory hole. And if the dick comes out and sees its shadow, we still got Pride Month. We in it. I'm a millennial. Any other millennials here? I like being a millennial. I feel bad for kids today. I feel bad for Gen Z. Because kids today will never know the joy and the horror of jacking off after school in plain sight at the family computer. That's only a select segment of us, you know? In 2001, my dad came home with a new computer, and he plugged it into the wall, and he called us all in, and he said, hey, check it out. It's a gateway. And I just looked at him like, it sure fucking is. A gateway to seeing every open butthole on the planet. A gateway, if you will, ma'am. And then after about a week, we had to call a repairman out to the house because I'd infected it with so much porn. I dicked it down to death, y'all. I DP'd the PC, is what I'm saying. My dad looked at me and he goes, what were you watching on that? And I had a really rational reaction. I locked myself in my bedroom for like 8 hours and we had a standoff. Until my dad said, if I can guess what you were watching on the family computer, will you tell me? And I fell for it. I was like, yeah, Dad, I'll tell you. And without even taking a breath, my dad was like, was it gay? And I was just like, how'd you know? And my dad looked at me and he goes, oh, thank God. By the way you reacted, we could have sworn it was animal stuff. Like, why were those the only two options, you know? Also, ask one follow-up question. It was animal stuff, too. A lot of queer people, they have coming outs. I didn't have a coming out. I just had a series of barging ins. Like, you don't have to tell your mom you suck dick if she actually sees it for herself with her own eyes. You know what I mean? You know those old Looney Tunes cartoons where Sylvester turns around and he's got Tweety Bird in his mouth? That was me. But with cum. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to. You got the picture before then. Give it up for my mom and dad who were right there. It's them. They're amazing. I love them. Now's a good time to ask you guys, homophobes, make some noise. Good, you passed. That's amazing. No one usually cheers, but when I ask that question in Alabama, they do the wave. It's fun. Roll Tide. Stupid. Stupid. I love homophobes. They say the funniest shit. My favorite thing they say is two men who have sex together are disgusting. And I'm like, yeah, depending on which one, sure. Like, I agree with you. Like, your uncle and Mike Pence fucking, yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah. I had a lady come up to me after a show last week and she said, Ryan, I think it's gross that you have sex with a man. And I just looked at her and I was like, lady, I'm married. I don't have sex with anyone, you know? Married people, you get it. I am married. I'm married. I like to tell people I'm married. It's because I've been married for a couple of years. I still don't feel like it. I don't really act like it. I don't think you believe it. So I'm trying to like convince you and me that I'm married. It's like those people you know that have no discernible skills or talent, and they keep calling themselves real estate agents. It's like that, you know. Okay, you sell houses. Okay. I'm married to a man. I feel like I should clarify so you don't think there's some poor woman at home. What if? I'm married to a man. That's not even the gayest thing I've ever done. One time I did ketamine with Billy Porter. And 4 of the 5 Queer Eye guys. In a bathroom on Fire Island during an underwear party while a Cher song was playing in the background. And that's still the second gayest thing I've ever done. The first is buying a Ford Fiesta. So, clear that up. I actually think getting married is like the straightest thing I've ever done, to be honest. Like, me and my husband were just on the altar, like, cosplaying matrimony. We were just up there like, oh, I do, you do too? That's so lit, you know? What are we gonna do after this? Like, buy a house with land? Maybe eat Jersey Mike's for dinner? I don't know what straight people do. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend to know what straight people do. The last time I was straight, Limp Bizkit was huge, so. I don't know, I like my husband. We fight sometimes. If you guys didn't know this, gay fights are really different than straight fights. The way they start is very normal, very hetero. Laundry, dishes, honey, why aren't you wearing your cock ring tonight? You get it, sir, you get it. But then the way they escalate is very homo. Like the other day, my husband called me and he just goes, I needed a ride home from the airport today, where were you? And I was like, where was I? Where were you in 2009 when I flew from New Orleans to Washington, D.C. to march for marriage equality, huh? Where the fuck were you, still in the closet? That's convenient, so. We're working it out. We've been together for about 6 years. Thank you, one ally. The rest of you, insurrectionists. Fuck you. Jan Sixers, all of you except them. We've been together for about 6 years. I'm getting to the point where I feel like I need to make things spicy. So my new favorite activity is to follow my husband out the front door whenever he leaves and just scream into the street, fine, leave, just go, you asshole! Because I plan on going missing later this year. And I'm trying to build a narrative with the neighbors, you know what I mean? I've even got a Gone Girl diary at home and everything. I'm ready to go. By the way, I was really stoned one time and I couldn't remember the name of the movie Gone Girl, so I just kept calling it Girl Bye. And I think that is very dumb. Speaking of dumb things, make some noise if you like yoga. I don't know. I think yoga is for white women and for men who pee sitting down. That's what I think. And I can say that. I can say that. Because I'm a yoga instructor. Ah! I'm from New Orleans, but I used to live in San Francisco, California. Which is, it's a surprise to no one. But when I lived in San Francisco, I taught yoga. Right? But when I taught yoga in San Francisco, I was at the height, the apex of my cocaine addiction. So my class had a really totally different kind of vibe, you know what I mean? My yoga class was like listening to a meditation app on triple time speed. Class was supposed to be an hour. I got it done in like 14 minutes flat. I taught class like a meteor was headed towards Earth. But we got shit done, though. We got shit done. We did back bends and titty twisters. We did reverse warrior and reverse cowgirl. We did downward dog and uptown girl. We did the wop, the wobble, and the Cupid shuffle. It was like a wedding reception. But my favorite part about teaching yoga high on cocaine would be to inject class with weird cokehead facts. I'd be like, okay, plant your feet hips width distance apart, and then extend your fingertips up towards the ceiling, and then relax your shoulders away from your ears. Like Madonna in the music video for Vogue. Oh my God, did you guys know that David Fincher directed the music video for Vogue? David Fincher, the guy who directed Fight Club, and Seven, and Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and Benjamin Button, and Social Network. He directed the music video for Vogue. He also directed the music video for Suit and Tie by Justin Timberlake. People don't talk about that. That's fucking crazy. Anyway, inhale, expand, exhale, fold. When I lived in San Francisco and I taught yoga, I also used to work for Google. I do stand-up comedy now. It didn't work out. But when I worked for Google, I had money. And people don't talk about this, but having money and doing drugs is a lot different than not having money and doing drugs. When I moved back out down to New Orleans, I was out with a buddy, and it was like 3 a.m. and we were in the French Quarter. And he was like, hey, you want to go get some Coke? And I was like, oh yeah, I love drug deals. You show up at the guy's pied-à-terre and you take your shoes off at the door, and then he escorts you down to the parlor where you get to have snacks and sample the drugs, and then he gives you your stuff in a monogrammed envelope with your name and calligraphy on the outside of it. And if you spend enough money, he gives you a 24-karat gold spoon to do your Coke off of. Yeah, let's go, I'm in! And my friend looked at me and he just goes, no. That's not what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna take you to this trap house in Marrero. It's always Marrero. I'm gonna take you to this trap house in Marrero where this dude's gonna make you watch his infant while a pit bull barks at you. And even then, he might stick a gun in your mouth. And I was like, oh my God! Is the pit bull a rescue at least? But I don't do drugs anymore. I don't even drink anymore. I'm 2.5 years sober this week, actually. You don't have to clap. You don't have to clap. You're having fun. I'm not. It's fine. I'm 2.5 years sober. I love those girls on Instagram, though, who are like 7 months sober today. And I'm like, no, Emily, you're 7 months pregnant. Like, that comes with it. That might as well be court-ordered. It's umbilical court-ordered. That's a new one. I don't care. I tried it anyway. I don't give a fuck. People don't talk about this either, but recovering drug addicts and alcoholics, we have the best stories about drinking and drugs. Like, you could try to outdo me, but good fucking luck. Oh my God, you got so wasted and passed out in the front yard? Well, one time I tried to fight and fuck the same undercover cop in the same night, so... I'm not impressed. This one time I was in Biloxi, Mississippi. First mistake. And I drank an entire bottle of Grey Goose by myself at the bar. And I blacked out. And I was so drunk that I reached across the bar, past the bartender. I grabbed a full jar of olives with olive juice in it. I drank it like that, and I screamed, I'm a motherfucking martini now! So... I don't drink anymore. This one time I was in the back of an Uber, and I had cocaine on me. But we didn't have a flat surface to do lines off of. So I was like, I know what we'll do. We'll use my phone screen. Huh? We'll do lines off my phone screen. That'll be fun, and it worked for about 5 minutes. Until I realized the entire time we've been broadcasting on Facebook Live. It's a true story. It's a completely true story. And I only found out when my phone started buzzing and it was my Aunt Lisa. So I just put her on speakerphone in the back of the Uber, just like, what's up, Aunt Lisa? And she was like, "You're doing cocaine on Facebook!" Can you bring some to Easter? An 8-ball and some crescent rolls. You know how Aunt Lisa's are. Make some noise if you like threesomes. That's crazy. What if that was my plan the whole time, to come up here and tell like 10 minutes of jokes and be like, 2 of you, fuck me. That's not what I'm doing. But what if it was? I think gay threesomes are easy, you know? Just a +1 dick. Phone a friend. But straight couples, a lot of you guys have to decide what gender you're bringing into the bedroom first. It's gotta be a tough conversation, right? I think that's why we should have gender reveal parties. For straight couples finding out who they're getting, you know? Like you pop a cannon and it's pink confetti and it's a girl. And that's the only time a guy's ever excited he's having a girl. Okay, I know. Okay. I'm a feminist. I know I'm a feminist because I saw Barbie. Make some noise if you saw Barbie. Anyway, I love Barbie. I went to go see Barbie opening night. But these 2 people behind me would not stop chattering. It was so annoying. So about 30 minutes into the movie, I finally just spun around and I went, "Hey, shut the fuck up!" But when I turned around, I realized that one of the girls was blind. And her friend had been narrating the movie to her the whole time, you know? I was so embarrassed. I was mortified. Until the blind girl just went, "Hey, who the fuck said that?" And I laughed. I laughed so hard. So I ended up leaving because I was so humiliated. So the bad news is, I don't know how Barbie ends. But the good news is, I did steal her popcorn on the way out, so. That joke makes me sound like I'm making fun of blind people. I'm not making fun of blind people. In fact, I used to date a blind guy. And the best part about dating a blind guy is you can go through his phone at the dinner table, you know? I found out he was cheating on me. He was cheating on me, but all of his dick pics were just pictures of the ceiling fan. So like, does it count? If it makes you feel better, he gave me herpes. He gave me herpes and I just felt it and I was like, this is Braille. This is a message. We gotta figure out what this says. Guys, I'm about to get out of here, but since it is a special night, I'm gonna do one last joke for y'all. It's my favorite joke. It's the first joke I ever wrote. I only do it on special occasions like this. This is a special occasion. So I'm gonna do it for you right now and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I used to be an altar boy. I used to be an altar boy for the Catholic Church, and when you tell people that, what's the one question they have for you? Anyone? That was way too quick. But you're right. We're all thinking it. They want to know, did a priest ever touch you? And since it is a special night, I'm going to confess something to you guys. The answer is no. A priest never touched me. But I have spent my entire adult life wondering why. Why did a priest never touch me? I've got 2 theories why not. Theory number 1. He knew I'd touch back. It's gross. I know it's gross. I wrote it. Theory number 2, more plausible theory. I think a priest never touched me because I've always loved drama. I've always loved drama. You don't want to touch a kid like that. Well, liability, loudmouth, you know. I've always loved drama. I could just see myself sliding into the lunch table in elementary school the day after it happened, just like, y'all. Y'all, I have a secret. I have a secret. Everybody crowd around me now. Guess who fucked Father Tommy last night? It was me. It was me, and he loves me, and I love him, and we're gonna be together. And scene. You guys have been incredible. Thank you so much. I've been Ryan Rogers. Y'all give it up for your host, Mark Caesar.